everybody, welcome back to Living to Improve. I'm Mel, and today I'm going to work on my British accent. Now, I'm pretty bad at accents in general, and I apologize in advance to anyone who actually has a British accent, because I am probably going to butcher this horribly. But today I'm going to attempt to learn how to do the Cockney accent in particular, since there are several different types of British accents, and I obviously can't cover them all in one video. I was originally going to do the received pronunciation British accent because that's the stereotypical British accent that most people think of. But when trying to film that, I kept slipping into what I think is more of a Cockney accent. So I gave up on that idea for now. Maybe I'll come back to it in the future and do other types of British accents. But for now, I'm just going to see if I can learn how to do a Cockney accent properly. So I'm pretty sure I'm not doing it properly now, even when I slip into something like it. So I'm going to use a WikiHow article to see if that'll help me learn. So let's get started. So it says, part of pulling off a convincing accent is using the correct dialect along with it. I don't think I'm going to pick up on that very well in this video, but that's okay. I'm just focusing on the accent, not actually trying to blend in quite yet. Second step. To voice vowels differently. The long A, as in late or tomato, is pronounced more like A, as in say or in play. That sounds the same to me. I don't think that's very much different. Use glottal stops. Glottal stop is a linguistic term for dropping the sound of the letter T from the middle of the word. In the case of the Cockney pronunciation, it can also be applied to letters P and K. Glottal stop, for instance, would be pronounced glottal stop. A common example you may be familiar with is Scottish, as it would be pronounced Scottish. Drop your H's from the beginning of words. Some dialects pronounce herb as herb, in some forms of American English, for instance. Do this for other words that begin with H, such as horse becomes horse, hopefully becomes hopefully. See, it's already starting to coming through a bit. It's probably horrible, but something's coming out. Don't pronounce R's at the end of words. This is common to most British accents. Mother becomes mother. Anger becomes anga. Drop the G from ing endings, thus starting becomes startin'. Laughing becomes laughin'. I feel like a lot of people do that in American accents too. Pronounce some short A's as ah. This may sound a bit cryptic, but it isn't too complicated. Think about the word cat. This is the typical short A sound, so cat, at, ah. Now think of the word father. The ah in father is how you should voice the short A's in bath, cunt, and apples. So ah, like AH, ah. Okay, that's all the tips that this WikiHow article gives me. So I'm going to attempt to read this pronunciation poem, which I'll link in the description below alongside of the WikiHow article, in a Cockney accent. And I want you all to judge me harshly, especially those of you who actually have a British accent. Tell me if I sound in the least bit convincing, or if I sound like I'm doing a completely different accent, or if I'm just messing everything up completely and it doesn't even sound like a real accent. So, a quick review before I read this poem. The 7 steps are, well, the first one has to do with like dialect and slang and stuff, which I'm just going to ignore for now because I'm just reading. I'm not trying to make up my own sentences at this point. Pronounce A as A with like an AY sound. Second is to use the glottal stops. So, glottal, Scottish. Drop your H's from the beginning of words. That one's easy to remember. Don't pronounce the R's at the end of words. Okay. Drop the G from ing endings. Then pronounce some short A's as ah. Let's try this. Here is some pronunciation. Ration never rhymes with nation. Comfortable and vegetable. B must not be heard in doubt. Debt and dumb, but leave it out. In the words psychology, psychic, and psychiatry, you must never sound the P. Psychiatrist you call the man who cures the complex if he can. In architect, CHI is K, in arch it is the other way. Please remember to say iron so that it'll rhyme with lion. Advertisers advertise. Advertisements will put you wise. Time when work is done is leisure. Fill it up with useful pleasure. Accidental, accident. Sound the G in ignorant. Relative, but relation. Then say creature, but creation. Say the A in gas quite short. Drought must always rhyme with bout. In daughter, leave the GH out. Wear a boot upon your foot. Root can never rhyme with soot. Am I changing accents? I don't know. Root can never rhyme with soot. In muscle, SC is S. In muscular, it's SK, yes. Wire must always rhyme with wire. That again will rhyme with liar. Then remember its address with an accent like possess. G in sign must silent be. In signature, pronounce the G. It's so hard to keep up the same accent throughout this whole thing. I think we're almost done. Please remember, say towards, just as if it rhymed with boards. Weight's like weight, but not the height, which should always rhyme with might. Is that Australian coming through? So is just the same as so. Tie a ribbon in a bow. When you meet the queen you bow, which again must rhyme with how. In perfect English, make a start. Learn this little rhyme by heart. That's the end. Okay, I'm sure that was quite painful to listen to, but thank you for sitting through it. Now, leave the comments down below roasting my horrible accent skills. And maybe you can give me a few tips. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more of these British accent videos. See if I can manage to do a different type of British accent without sliding back into whatever I just did. Because I'm not sure it's actually Cockney. Anyway, I hope you'll join me on the next step in this journey of improvement. See you guys later. Bye!